Starting off with the blue bands, let's see what FA Secret Agents pick.
What
Instant
a
Viego ban.
sudden start. No welcome back or anything. Secret Agents versus 34 Ducks.
I should have clarified who was going to do that part. Yeah. So welcome back, Secret Agents versus 34 Ducks. This is Coach Matt again, also known as Sniper, and I'm joined by Cord. You can go first.
Senior Airman Cornmuller. Yeah.
It's Senior Airman Chantamala here. Yubi played last game. Played a mean Viego, not Viego, Yone. I saw Viego banner that came on my head. But I'm here to cast game 2. Here to bring the energy. Here to replace Porter. All that jazz.
I think you could have just said here to replace Porter, and people would have cheered. You could have just left it there.
I don't know. According to I'm looking at Jabberwocky here booing me. Not in Twitch chat, but in the League client. But anyway, so it looks like starting off, we have a Viego ban and a Yorick ban from the Secret Agents, and Ducks are immediately taking out Shin Zhao and Malzahar. So, I don't know either of these teams very well. I played into them once, but I don't remember like any specialties that the players have. So I kind of don't know what to think about these bans.
Smolder ban, nice. They hate me. One thing I will note is that the Secret Agents Yorick ban is to counterpick the top laner, who is a Yorick OTP.
I see.
And then, response from 34 IS Ducks is to get rid of the mid laner's OTP, Malzahar, as their in-game name suggests, me, Mals, and Pals.
I would have never imagined, personally. I don't like Malzahar. He's a good champion, don't get me wrong, but it's because he's a good champion I don't like him. The fact that he can just ult you and keep you still, and make it so you can't do anything, it's so annoying. If you don't have a lot of CC on your team, it's hard to stop him too because of Spell Shield. And it looks like they're going to start off with a Nasus pick for Secret Agents top side.
That's a wild first pick.
Yeah, I could see a lot of counters going against that. I don't know if it's because that's the only thing they're able to play, or that's just something they want to just keep because they think it's strong.
From what I'll note is, I believe that is the top laner's main on the Secret Agents team. I've played against it once as well, and that's honestly, that was the Smolder game I played into that Nasus, and so I can understand why Smolder is banned.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember watching. Yeah, you were a bully. I see now. I feel bad for Peachy Myra for that game.
Is that a Tahm Kench? I don't think that's the move against Nasus.
Tahm Kench top versus Nasus. I mean, if he can bully Nasus off early stacks, because Tahm Kench has a lot of early presence, perhaps with that he can try to negate the effect of mid-game Nasus as much as he can, and then look to peel later on.
Whoa, Shaco.
I'm so excited for this game.
The Leona Tahm Kench makes the red side really, really tanky, but the Shaco to throw into the mix, I'm kind of curious on how he's gonna perform into a tanky draft, because Shaco's has 2 builds, the AD build and AP build. As far as I know, neither of them are that good against tanks.
Oh, there's AP build is okay
against tanks, especially melees because of the fear in general. But the AP build can hurt tanks pretty bad with Leandries and items like that.
I see.
I was gonna say that is a very confident pick after Leona and Tahm Kench is picked to pick Shaco. That is all I'll say. But there's the squishy for Shaco.
There is the squishy for Shaco, and the Kai'Sa pick. I like the Kai'Sa pick kind of. I'm kind of worried for the lack of peel, I should say. Is this a Senna Leona bot lane? Is that what I'm looking at right now? Or is it Senna Tahm?
So from my experience rather, the top liner for the 34 IS Ducks does play a ton of Tahm Kench. I know this because I faced against it the set game.
I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the Leona is a weird combo with Senna. I'll say that for sure. I don't know how to feel about that one. That's not something you really see.
Riot nerfed the fasting situation with Senna and supports bot lane, or I shouldn't even say supports, Senna and tanky carries bot lane. So people have actually been playing AD carry Senna who's getting the farm with traditional supports, which is crazy.
Is that as good as normal Senna, like support Senna? Because
Well, Riot tried to get out of the fasting Senna situation, so they made changes to make it not work as well anymore.
I see.
All I'll say is the only T1 really hates Senna at the moment, and anybody who picks it. But I think Senna is a strong pick.
Kayn, if that's a red Kayn, this is gonna be one heck of a tanky team. Because if it's a blue Kayn, that's a lot of damage he's gonna dish out into the Shaco Kai'Sa so far. I think Kayn is a great pick here, honestly, with the lineup they currently have. But they are gonna need some AP at this rate.
True that.
There it is.
We need AP on the 34th IS Ducks team, though, and that can only come from one champion. Now they're
true.
Assuming this is how the draft is, they're leaving their mid laner open. They banned out Zed and Akali, so let's see what the mid laner decides to pick here.
The Diana mid to try. Diana's very balanced mid. I don't think she has a lot of counters.
Hear me out. AP Leona mid.
Where is that Poppy going? Oh, Poppy is jungle. Shaco is support.
I remember that. Shaco.
I remember that's why I banned Shaco in that game too.
Oh man, that is crazy. Okay, the dynamic changes a lot here. I'm not gonna lie though, Secret Agents draft seems really like disoriented.
It's wild.
Ooh,
it's wild.
That's a decent pick from 34 IS Ducks.
Ahri into the Diana. Okay. If Ahri can time her charm just right to stop the Diana E, I don't see why she doesn't win lane here. But that's a big if there. That's gonna be a spicy matchup to see. That's a good AP pick. I frankly, between the two drafts, I think the 34 Ducks has a much better chance at this game than Secret Agents. But that's just my initial thoughts. What about you guys?
34th IS Ducks has been coming out strong with a lot of drafts and a lot of games. I'm not gonna say I'm leaning to one side, but I really want the Ducks to come out strong on this game as well. Currently, there are, I believe, they have 0 wins in the season right now, so I'm hoping that they can make a comeback here.
Alrighty, are we ready to get this started?
Yeah, they're gonna lock in their picks in the game and everything, and we'll keep going.
All right. How do you think? Let's talk about game states here. Who do you think? What kind of advantages do both sides have?
I'll say the Nasus is an advantage. Nasus, everybody thinks about stacking Nasus. Nobody thinks about his amazing spells in some cases, and I'm talking about his W and E and R. It's going to be insane if PG Myra can get some stacks and some wave clear going. It can really run away with the game if they can't match that Nasus consistently.
Yeah, and even in a team fight, even if Nasus doesn't actually physically make it over to the Senna, if the Wither goes off, that's massive. That's a huge DPS reduction.
The Wither goes off, that champion is not moving.
The good old Wither stun. That lasts for 5 seconds.
Insane. Yeah, and I think it's a 99 max level, so 99% slow, which is that's a stun in my eyes.
It is honestly my least favorite CC spell in the game because of that. Like the downtime for it isn't what is going on in the client.
They're having someone must have locked in something by accident. They're fixing it.
They are on a struggle right now to get this started.
Falling apart. You know what I'll say, and I'm really expectant for is the Kai'Sa pick. How do you guys remember if we've had a lot of Kai'Sa picks in this season so far?
I think 2 or 3. That's it.
I've picked Kai'Sa, but that was in the top lane role, so I'm really interested to see how it's played in the bot lane role. the only one thing I'd say is I don't know if the Shaco pick is a strength for Kaisa.
It's
what was your guys' thoughts? And especially like Yubi playing bot a lot. What's your idea about the Shaco support?
when it's support Shaco, it's all about where the boxes are. Like 100%.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of Shaco for many reasons. A lot of it being personal. I just don't like the champion. I hate it. I hate playing against it. I hate playing with it. Uh, I just don't like the champion. But that's personal bias. If we talk about a technical bias, it depends on how coordinated the 34 Ducks are gonna be. Because if they have enough vision clear, Shaco's CC doesn't mean anything because they'll just clear it. And on top of that, Shaco's CC takes time to set up, and it's not guaranteed stun like per se a Nautilus hook or a Alistar knockup, right? It's not straight up guarantee. It's not easy, right? It's not immediate. So they have a lot of time to react to it, and it's not too powerful of an ability. I think the Shaco is honestly a weak point on the secret agent side, but that's with my bias towards it. So don't take my word for it entirely. For all I know, he might just pop the hell off.
Like if you could replace that champion with one champion to make their draft stronger from the secret agent side, who would you replace it with?
So their team, it looks like it's very skirmishy. In a full team fight setting, they are not very powerful. But if they're looking for like picks in like a 2v2, 3v3, or numbers advantage, I would probably put someone who can make that work. A Pyke is a great example of that. Because he's very mobile, he has very good catch, and he can set up for his team to get a pick very easily. A Bard could also serve to really supplement these abilities to catch for this team because they have a lot of catch potential. But in terms of team fight, I definitely have to give it to the Ducks. The Ducks have a very strong front line. It gets even more empowered if Kane's part of the mix, but also in terms of CC, they are stacked on CC. If they get their combos just right, I don't know if secret agents will be able to withstand the amount of CC they have.
Another thing to note is Secret Agents has one ranged character, and it's Kaisa, who by no means has the longest range in the game.
Yeah, very short range comp, that's for sure.
I would love actually. I want the support Shaco to work, and I really want to see it. But I would love a Bard instead of the Shaco. I think that would actually be an insanely powerful pick there.
If okay, if they could prove me wrong with the Shaco, right? If Downtown can really show off, I will never doubt him again. I will be a firm believer of the Shaco support. If he hard flexes and wins this game, I will swallow my words. But for now, I am not a believer. A lot of personal bias against Shaco. That's my permaban when I play solo. By the way, jungle solo Shaco.
He does all right against engage comps. That's the only time you really pick support Shaco is against engage comps, and like you were saying, the red sweeper trinket kind of shuts that down a little bit. But also if the secret agent's team plays around the box placement, the team benefit is very big for having the backing away peel that the boxes provide. But it's got to be played really well. It's very hard to play it well.
Disengage from blue side is fairly impressive. It's going to be very hard for red side to start something without getting stopped by a Poppy field or a Shaco box. And Donasis Wither too, so it's going to be hard to start a fight.
But I like it because Tahm Kench W, we got Leona E, we got Ari's Charm, we got Senna's W, all very long range CC abilities. It's gonna be nasty, but as far as like responding damage, like Senna does not have the highest attack speed, nor does she build a lot of attack speed items. Tahm Kench has very long cooldowns, and the biggest damage I can see output, other than a good Akali Ari resets with kills, is Kayn. Kayn can put down the damage. You think this is a red Kayn? I mean, it's 4 melee, but like I'm pretty sure there's been some changes to Kayn where he gets blue blue bubbles from melee characters now.
I
I'm
think
not
we
too
have to
sure.
see red, right? Because the brawliness of Secret Agents, like that's what Nasus, Diana, Poppy playing Blue Cane against that, and basically only going for Kaisa. Like that's kind of scary.
It is. I would also prefer the red cane here, but I haven't seen blue in a while, and blue is my preferred form whenever I play cane myself. It's so fun to see him zoom around. But objectively, the red form is going to be a lot stronger here into their team.
We got
Well,
about 15 seconds to pick who we think is gonna win. So, Corn first. Secret Agents or Ducks? Who do you give it to?
as far as draft goes, I gotta give it to the Ducks.
All right, I'm gonna throw out I'm gonna throw out make it 1-1. I'm giving it to Secret Agents. I want to see the Shaco support pop off.
Look, I'm currently already a hard believer of Red's comp, so I'm gonna stick with that.
All right.
Do we want to introduce some of the players right now?
Yep.
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and get started.
So with the blue side, let's introduce Peachy Myra, otherwise known as Senior Airman Fig. She is playing in the top lane. And then in the jungle, Staff Sergeant Alvi as Jabberwocky in the jungle. Sergeant McBride as me, Mals, and Pals in the mid lane, and Senior Airman Schultz or Frozen Bullet as AD carry, and Staff Sergeant Brown as Downtown.
All right, and on the red side for Ducks, we're gonna have Senior Airman Kenny as a that's a username right there. The Freaksitum in the top lane playing as Tom Kench. Senior Airman Peppers as Hoochu playing as Kane. Senior Airman was that Gessie as Aoi2 playing mid as Ari. Staff Sergeant Sanderson as the Cripple playing Senna in ADC, and Captain Hadley as Archangel playing Leona support.
All right, and we're gonna take a 20-30 second break to get synced up before we get into the game. We'll be right back.
Good evening, guys. Here we're starting game 2 of the night. Looks like both sides want to stop the bot lane in Rome invade.
Yeah, we're going to be starting game 2. It's going to be 34 as Ducks versus the FA Secret Agents. It looks like they're stacking bottom. I encountered this last time in my previous game, and they might look for the invade here. The Shaco box does stop their invade dead in their tracks, and they're going to get an early ward and unable to actually get anything done with that. I love invade starts. I'm sad we don't see more of these, to be honest.
There it is, Coach Matt. The Shaco already making an impact in the game.
Why don't we just call it GG now? I mean, let's be honest.
No, but yeah, it looks like they don't get anything through with that invade. I wish there was more because I don't know how it sounded in the last game when our team invaded, but I think they're hype. I love invades.
It was crazy because nobody tried to leave. Everyone just actually fought to the death. It did not make any sense.
It was beautiful. What are you talking about? All right, so it looks like there's going to be a standard clear from both sides. Kane starting blue, Poppy starting red. They're going to clear from bot to top. Who do you think is going to reach the top gank first? Because it looks like they're already looking to brawl some things out up there between the Nasus and the Tom Kench.
If I was jungling, I would leave that lane be for a little bit. I would take my reset and clear bot to top again. That way I could have the gold lead and advantage for the inevitable grub fight. What I want to know is if any of these supports are going to roam for that.
Yeah, and Kane's getting a little bit faster clear, so I think we'll see Kane top first if they look for a gank there. Or it could just be a scuttle take and look for setting up grubs.
It looks like bot side, the Kai'Sa's already getting a little bullied from by the Shaco. It's not looking too hot right now in terms of that matchup.
Got a roam from the support to mid lane right now on the map. Looks like Praesidium on Tom Kench is really shoving in and punishing that the Nasus as they try and farm.
Oh, real quick, if you can move the Shaco and the Kai'Sa's position on scoreboard. Oh, looks like a fight's gonna go out bottom, but they're gonna disengage. Kaisa does get a good amount of damage onto the center while she was alone. Leona does get the E off, gets a stun on it. Cleanse does go off with the Ignite. Flash from the center goes off, and he does catch the Kaisa for first blood. Ooh, I was not ready
Amazing,
for that.
amazing play from Archangel on Leona.
That was a great roam back after going mid, returning and immediately hitting the C's. That's wild.
And it was very unlucky timing for that cleanse from Kaisa.
All right, I fixed the scoreboard.
Yeah, sorry. I was like caught off guard going with the scoreboard, and the fight started wildly. All right, so looks like the nothing happens topside with the Kayn. He's gonna go back bottom to get the bot scuttle. Look to double scuttle the Poppy. Poppy's gonna get a reset here, and man, that is a massive wave top pushing to the Tahm Kench. Oh my goodness, and he's already at 19 CS. This guy's Leona E goes off to get the stun, and there's a good damage on the Shaco. Is manaless. They are still trading between the Senna and Kaisa. Nothing too big comes out of it though.
I like that in top lane, PG Myra is staying healthy and seemingly having control of the lane.
Yeah, but ooh.
Very ballsy overstay from Ari.
Yeah, me, Mouse, and Pals took a really good trade against AOI 2, and AOI turned around, and Mouse and Pals said, "You can't do that, Ted."
I believe the name's pronounced Aoi. Since it's supposed to be Japanese for blue. Shaco's gonna go in and get the backstab onto Senna. Senna does go down with a Poppy flash, stun into the wall. Leona's gonna have to escape with her tail stuck between her legs.
Great response from the bot lane in jungle after the Leona kill came out earlier.
Kayn looks like he's going to get a couple of orbs from the Gnosis, but he will not start on Grubs here. And man, this is a pretty violent early game. I was not expecting it to be this action-packed. I'm trying to get like names of champion skills out on the side here to make sure that I don't miss anything.
We've got a 5-man roam.
Sorry. Charm does go off into Poppy here. It looks like she's going to disengage, though. Not enough damage to finish it off. Tahm Kench is very unhealthy walking back top here. I wouldn't be surprised if Poppy heads straight up there and finishes that. Oh, Diana dashes in, pulls off the R, does not finish the kill on RH. He has to flash out. Aoi barely makes it out, but Me, Mouse, and Pals is going to have to disengage here because of the Leona roaming back in. Charm does come in, but it does not finish Me, Mouse, and Pals off. Looks like another fight goes off top side. Praxitemp is going to win this fight here because of the lack of mana from Gnosis and the level 6 advantage. Ghost pops off from both of them, and Gnosis will go down. Poor Figs.
We saw the too late Ghost problem in action there. Ghost lasts for 15 seconds. Use it sooner.
Use it sooner rather than later, that's for sure. The Jack in the Box is really just placed everywhere, getting some casual damage off onto Ari. Shaco might try something brave here, but he is 2 levels down.
Interesting dragon play so far. It looks like they want to start the dragon. I'm quite concerned because I do follow a little bit of jungling. Like I was saying earlier, I was hoping I would see the Kayn reset into another bot lane clear, but as we see, Kayn's blue buff has already come up, and his buffs are still there. So he has not gotten a chance to clear upwards once again. And he's just been making these plays.
That's okay, though. They get Grubs and Dragon for that. That's okay to not clear there. It is surprising that even with the kill on Peachy Myra, that the secret agents didn't look to do anything in regards to the dragon and still just gave it up. That is honestly a shocker.
The gold lead between both teams aren't that big. Looks like Shaco here is going to look for a Jack in a Box onto Senna. Oh. Senna is going to caught out here. Me, Mouse, and Pals does finish the kill off on the Senna. That was a great catch.
And you might have said the Shaco Jack in the Box didn't go off there, so it didn't do anything, but it actually made Cripple's Senna walk sideways instead of backwards because she would have got feared if she walked backwards. So the zoning power was still big.
I think this is just straight. Oh my god. Okay, wait. So Meatmouse Palace is going to engage onto Aoi 2 here. The ult does go off, but Ari ult goes off as well. The Ignite is popped off, and both sides are very low. Almost finishes off Aoi with the crescent moon there. Just almost. That was a wild trade mid, but neither got anything out of it. The Shaco support, admittedly, is doing a bit better than I do expect it to, but I'm still looking for a mid game here. Looks like Senior Figs is going to get positive trades now from top side. She is now winning the matchup versus Axitum. I can't get that name. Senior McKenny. The ulti does come out for Senior McKenny, but the Noxus will also pop ulti in return. They're going to fight it out to the end here. I'm pretty sure Figs can win this if she has the mana for it, but the stun does come out, and Tahm Kench does win that fight one-on-one. That was really close, though.
Praxidium had Grievous Wounds there, and it won the fight.
It really did. All right, looks like the Poppy will encounter the Kayn here, but they're going to run, and nothing comes from it.
Yeah, Senior Minfig needing the TP back for that huge wave. She will not have TP for the next any couple of plays that may happen anywhere else. And that's pretty big because we're going to see Unleashed TP come out in the next 3 minutes, and she will not have it up for that.
Right. So Center Root does go off. Looks like Frozen Bullet Souls is going to go ulti in, but under turret range, so he takes a lot of turret damage. And it looks like Downtown is going to go down here. It was a pretty impressive engage, but nothing come out of it. Flash comes out from the cripple, does CC Souls, and he is going to go down. That was a great flash route coming from the cripple there.
Man, if you told me that the red side bot lane would come back from that fight like 30 seconds ago, I would be like, what? But I cannot believe what I just witnessed.
Frozen Bullet and Downtown were ahead, and then they just kept chasing and taking damage, and chasing and taking damage, and chasing and taking damage.
The dive by Soltz there was not the ideal move, I believe. He did make it to under turret and tanked a couple of tower shots, which is massive, and that ultimately is what turned the fight, I believe. It looks like Downtown is going to gank mid with the Shaco support, but the box does not see CDR. She just dashes out the way, and he is gone. Uchu comes to... On what? The Crescent Strike does hit the Ahri. Meatmouse Palace does dive Aoi 2. Gets the kill in the turret. Trades 1 for 1. Poppy is going to respond. Going to dive the Kayn. Kayn ult comes out. And the Senna route comes through. The Hallucinate for Shaco ends up actually killing Huchu because it takes turret and blows up, causing the Jack in the Boxes to finish him. That is a wild series of events that just occurred. I did not expect the Kayn to actually die there. And I thought the Poppy would, to be honest. Oh, man.
What a brawling game so far. Two great brawlers that we have tonight.
We are currently at a rate of 1 kill per minute. That is quite... I don't know how brawly our game was, but the games tonight there are a lot of fights. Downtown is playing with fire right now, barely dodging that center route and making it out.
Yeah, the one Shaco Shiv there in trade for giving Senna an extra stack and a bunch of damage on Downtown, probably not worth.
I will say that the Senna is doing very well in terms of souls and in terms of farm, because she is currently sitting at an impressive 72 for CS, 2 kills, and she has 43 souls at 12 minutes. It's going good for her for scaling purposes. She has not been shut down so far. This might spell Doom out.
Duck's taking the drag.
One thing also to note, both teams got some grubs.
Yeah. It looks like the Secret Agents wants to position for this, but they don't have a lot of vision into the river. The vision on the Duck side is much more refined than what the Secret Agents have. There's not a lot of wards coming out. Leona ulti does come out and catches Soltz out. Tahm Kench did not manage to chain his CC in time, and Soltz is able to ulti away.
I desperately want to see the the picks from Secret Agents come into play here.
Crescent Strike does hit Ari, and the Diana ult does come through. He's going to try this for all in again, but he's not going to wait. Oh, he does get the QE again. There's another 1-for-1 trade between Mimauza Palace and Aoi 2.
As far as for blue side, I don't know how I feel about those 1-for-1 trades. It's just gonna give more of a chance for Ari to come back with her items.
Considering that Aoi is actually like behind on kills, while Mimauza Palace is already like slightly ahead, there shouldn't even be 1-for-1 trades. This is just keeping them even. The goal. Oh, it looks like there's going to be some action top lane. Jabberwocky ganking. Sorry, Praxitim, Tom Kench. He is just going to W away though. Nothing's going to stop him from getting away there. He is free. I think I need to start calling him Senior McKenny. His name is so hard for me to pronounce. That's my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tom Kench. I can't say your player's name. Alright. Archangel is going to find the Poppy here, get a stun off, gets the root off. Kenny is going to eat. Oh, but it prevents the Solar Flare from hitting. It's a waste of an R, but they do still get Jabberwocky. Diana does go onto the center, but the center does have to heal, and she does escape with the Ghost Blade. Charm does hit Diana here, and she's going to disengage. The shiv from Shaco does provide a bit of a slow, but
I don't know if you just saw, the cripple just took a massive amount of damage from a single Jack in the Box.
I think she took more damage from Jackbox than Diana's actual engage there, which is kind of funny. But she did use heal and Ghost Blade to get out.
Oh, another box just got aggroed. As we saw the Arcane Comment from Cinnamon Brown.
The 34 IS Ducks is going to look for Rift Herald here. The Shaco Hallucinate is going to go off in the middle of them. They don't want to proc it. Jabberwocky's going to go in. They're going to catch out Hoochu. Hoochu does have R, but he doesn't want to pop it quite yet. He's going to escape. The Solar Flare comes out. Kaisa Killer Instinct does manage to escape. There's going to be a flash out from Senna. And Killer Instinct's going to finish off the Senna here. Tom Kench is going to stun the Jabberwocky. He's going to go down. This is a crazy fight going on here. Tom Kench is going to walk him down, but they're not going to finish him. Okay, Zoltz does manage to finish Tom Kench here. They're going to get CC to Gnosis. Everyone's really low right now. Ari comes in with the resets, and she's going to clean up the fight so far. Kate is back. Not that much heal, but he's going to finish off the Shaco here. No, Shaco does actually manage to get away with his free Invis Flash, the most fair ability in League of Legends.
That may have felt close, but Mimauza Palace wasn't even there.
He was not. That is why he was split pushing bot the entire time. He's going to all in. He's got all in the cripple there and take him out with a full Diana combo, despite being 10% HP. Jabberwocky is going to re-engage to the Kane, punishing him for taking over the blue buff. He might actually get away with here with low HP with the Ari Charm and the Tom Kench slows coming out, and Jabberwocky does go down despite just respawning.
Man, I did not know for the entire time. Thank you for having you cast, but I did not know the entire time who was going to win that. That was just back and forth entire. What a brawler. What a great game for both.
Just go out onto the Shaco. Yeah, there's a lot of events going on right now. I don't... Holy. All right. It looks like Peachy Myra is going to engage in Tom Kench, but Tom Kench will not chase it. He's unsure on who's behind Peachy right now. There's not a lot of vision into the blue jungle from 34 Ducks.
So, one thing to note is that, remember if I was talking about that TP play? I believe Peachy Myra had TP there, but she didn't have an opportunity to back, and that's pretty big considering the fact that she entered that fight, Senior Minfig, with no mana, and that's how big that TP play could have been because she never got a chance to reset for that and had to stay with no mana because she didn't have TP at the time.
Peachy Myra does engage into a fight with Senior McKenny here. It's going to be the same routine. Senior McKenny is going to swallow her and then bring her away. It is looking a little bit closer here, but Peachy Myra does get away, make it under turret. Safe and sound. Let me check the stacks on it. So the Gnosis is currently at 240 stacks at 17, which is not ideal. Oh, look at another T-fight comes out, but the Shaco is going to use Hallucinate and Flash out. Well, not Flash out, but uses stupid Flash invisibility. His Deceive to get out.
That's why I hate Shaco.
Same! I hate that so much.
But you know what, Coach Matt? You win. Shaco is viable and is putting in a lot of work for the blue side.
I don't know. I
They're-
think it could have been better part still.
Secret Agents is struggling to implement it well.
Oh
It's-
my god, Milwaukee does pop out Kane with Keeper's Verdict. Kane is no longer in the fight. He's going to finish off the kill. The Diana does get 3 here with the Zhonya's. Killer instant comes out for Kai'Sa joining the fight. They're going to clean up with the Kane coming back to the fight and the Poppy. They both die at the same time. Leona is trying to escape, but unironically caught by the Shaco box. And Shaco goes back in, dies. Ultimately, the big winner of this was Soltz. And overall, Secret Agents did come out with a victory with 3 kills, and a dragon. They are ultimately the winner of that fight with the impressive engagement from Diana. Sorry.
I'm gonna say the reason that downtown's Shaco support has looked a little weird for the last 10 minutes is they've been playing from a defensive position every time. They've never been set up at an objective. They've always had the ducks at the objective and having to walk at the ducks, and that's not what you want to be as AP Shaco. That is not the way you want it to go down.
Well, I mean, it's working out for them so far. I might actually have to follow my words at the end of the game, but we'll see. The gold lead is favoring towards the Secret Agents right now, despite the 2-kill lead that the 2-kill lead and the dragon lead.
Look at that damage!
Oh, the root does come out, but the hallucinate just in time to prevent the final to prevent the root from actually CCing Shaco, and he does manage to barely escape with Deceive.
And that gold lead is really coming out from the plate getting from top lane, mid lane, and bot lane on the blue side. As you can see, there are 2 turrets gone for the red side, with none lost on the blue side.
Oh man, now, let's do a stack check. I want to see. Nasus currently at 306, so Q is now very viable in fights. We got 59, almost 60 stacks on Senna. There's the 60th stack. That's going to be a little bit of a spike. I believe that increases attack range, or it might be at 70. I don't quite remember. But as it is, Cripple is stacking safely. Who do you think is going to win in the later game scaling between the Nasus and the Senna?
If Peachy Myra had more stacks, I would say Nasus, but I think 300 at 20 minutes is a little behind.
Oh, looks like the Shaco is going to be caught, but he's going to just deceive his way out.
Oh
my god, the ult for the
Lasers.
triple actually snipes downtown across the map, giving another kill down Cripple's pocket.
Cripple was calling out to the team, "Where's Shaco? Where's Shaco?" And they were like, "He's downtown." And then
No, okay, stop. I don't want to hear this. Oh, you're tons, man. Every time I cast with you. Oh, man. I don't know where you come up with these on the spot. That's crazy.
As far as stacks go, I think stat-wise, Serum and Fig's Nasus's are a lot more valuable than Senna's stacks. So I think in the later games we're gonna see Nasus. If the game gets late, we're gonna see Nasus kind of pop off. But the attack range is kind of big for Senna, I will say.
if Peachy Myra gets to keep staying up there, it's going to be a problem. There hasn't really been what I would say enough focus on stopping Peachy Myra from stacking. Even though the stacks are kind of low, they're just kind of letting Peachy Myra stack up.
What I will say, and it's kind of big that Peachy Myra has a blue buff now. Peachy Myra hasn't been able to enter a team fight or a significant fight with enough mana to finish the fight. So, if we can see her, I'd love to see what she can do in a team fight with mana.
That is a true point. A lot of these fights, she has started in with absolutely no mana, so not a lot of Qs going off there. Let's see, both sides. Looks like blue side has a lot of vision going around the map right now. Just looking at the visions for each side. Oh. Regurgitate does get used onto Peachy Myra top. There's going to be another fight out here. Ghost gets popped early. Fury the stance comes out from Nasus, doing absolutely no damage. The stun comes out from the Tom Kenchway. He's going to run each other down. They both have Ghosts. I don't think either they were catching each other at this point. A lot of damage coming out from the Gnosis here, but it's not quite enough.
If-
The Tahm Kench does output more damage at that point, and Peachy Myra just escapes.
It's at the
Soul
point
Flare
where
does hit
Peachy's
the
not
Shaco
dying.
here with the root hits him as well. He's going to Zonius here. His fall around the Dawning Shadow comes out. The CC from Hoochu is perfect to knock him up as he comes out of Zonius, and he just dies.
And that timing was perfect. There was no chance of escape. I think that was like a one tick chance to get out of there, and that was perfect.
Sorry, that wasn't Shaken. That was Diana. I got the names completely mixed up. All right. Oh, looks like Ari is going to
Ooh.
walk into Kaisa here. A lot of damage output. Solt just absolutely murders Aoi. Leona does bounce over the wall, and is going to be able to walk away. They are running down 34 Ducks right now. Tahm Kench is coming for the flank. Senna is going to do damage as the Secret Agents turn back into the front line. Kane comes over with Umbral Trespass. Killer Instinct comes out for Kaisa. Does go into the middle of the enemy. She's all alone, and she is going to go down. Senna is going to counter
Plus
Nasus.
24.
Nasus is here to clean up, but the CC is too much, and Peachy Myra will go down. Ultimately, the fight goes in favor of the 34 IS Ducks. Oh my goodness, that was insane. The fight was all over the place. People were diving one another. That was wild. Their TP does come out from Aoi. He's going to come mid to help join for the Baron setup.
Is this a big Baron play?
It might be. A lot of the Secret Agents are dead here. They're gonna land the root onto Memows and Pals again. The Moonfall comes out. She does kill the Senna and goes down. That might stop their Baron attempt.
It
'cause
does.
They don't have consistent DPS
Does.
right now. Oh man,
But, and that is a huge shutdown for Diana. That was 1,000 gold right there.
That was very well played. Very well played by Diana. Had nothing left to lose. Went in for the kill. The charm does hit downtown here. The CC from Leona does lock him down.
Oh
And
no!
they're going to get fooled by the hallucinate and go down while Shaco just deceives his way out. Kaisa W does land onto Ari, but I don't think they'll follow up on that.
I desperately want to see
second
Secret
W
Agents
stopped
be
the
the
recall.
ones to an objective first. I need to see Secret Agents get to an objective 1 minute in advance and put down 8 Shaco boxes, because if they don't do that, it's not going to work. It's not working.
It looks like
I don't
they're
know who
going
wins
to-
this fight.
they're going to engage onto Senior McKenny up here. Regurgitate does come out on Poppy. He's going to try to bring him on the tower. But honestly, I don't think the tower damages Poppy at this point. I don't think they're damaging Senior McKenny at this rate. Oh, they're going to stop him from Abyssal diving his way out. But he is next to his turret, and they are going to finish the kill on him. He is very tanky with a Frozen Heart and a Heart Steal. Man, they are not getting enough damage up with stop him. Looks like they are going to get mid turret here with the cripple. They're also going to get top turret here with purely minions. Leona does come up, hits the Solar Flare onto Peachy Myra. Peachy Myra defused Fury to Sands, and it's now 2v2 with Jabberwocky and Peachy versus Hoochu and Kenny here. They're slowly trying to disengage. Bot side, Diana goes in, and Moonfalls captures Senna back to top side. They are still going this fight, joined in by Soltz, and Soltz is going to finish the damage kill off, taking out Leona and Tahm Kench because they don't have enough damage to
That
finish
was
off the fight on their
a
own.
huge play for Blue's side, really bringing it back. The gold is equal. They are going to go for Baron here. I don't know if they can take this for sure, but Kane still has a chance to come up here.
There's a few Shaco boxes that could be a problem. But they're not really placed in the best spots.
Oh no!
Oh, the fear!
It's
Shaco box. That was the
It actually
Shaco
stops
difference.
them. And Hoochu will go down by the CC. It amazes me because what had happened is that Me Mousepalace was down there, and he actually took down the cripple and Aoi together, like just him versus them.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
to sacrifice 3 players for Me Mouse and Palace's split push there.
There was definitely a misplay by the Ducks when they were having the wet noodle fight in the top lane where it was 2 tanks against 2 tanks, because they definitely were not considering where the other players were, and that roam up by Secret Agents was just basically a free Baron.
Yeah, and gosh, the Diana is terrifying, able to get a lot out of that split push fight. We didn't see a lot of it. The only time we saw is when the camera panned over and showed the moonfall. But other than that, like I couldn't see how he finished up the rest of the fight there on his own because that was pretty sick by him.
We can see dragons up in a minute. Shaco, downtown. Get over there and just throw down boxes. Please.
Now this is quite
Here
potentially
comes
a
the
big
sweepers.
play.
The sweeper from Aoi is going to start removing some of the boxes. They're going to start clearing the control wards as well. The Baron buff is serving to provide a lot of pressure here. Jabberwocky looking to invade. Meowscapel's looking for a side pick, but gets chunked out by Aoi. Now walking around at half HP. That's not a spot you want to be when Dragon's coming up. Oh, it looks like they are going to catch out the Archangel here. Archangel does get caught by Jabberwocky. Meowscapel does go in with the R, gets 2, but doesn't finish off the kill. Killer Instinct comes out by Kaisa. Meowscapel is going to go down, but traded for Kaisa taking out Hoochu and Aoi too. Oh man. Senior McKenny barely getting out the skin of his teeth. Just Abyssal diving his way out. And this is Flash comes out from Jabberwocky. He's going to catch the Tom catch. And he does go down. This is a turnover by Blue Side. They are now in the lead. They have the pressure.
They could end the game.
Peachy Myra going through top lane, the rest of your team going through bot lane. Do they even respawn?
Call Peachy. Call Peachy. End the game.
They might just trade. They might just get 2 inhibs here and back up because Leona does come up, and the rest of the team follows shortly after. I don't think they end the game here.
They
the
should have.
timers are too short.
That is
They should have focused on
play.
They could have focused instead of the 2 inhibitors, just getting everybody in either top lane or bottom lane. They could have ended.
I think they want to go for safety rather than like a hard gamble because it's unsure if they can actually do it in time with the Leona CC in play.
With Peachy's Nasus 400 something gotta be stacks, maybe 500 something now,
Possibly,
and Frozen Bullet at the
possibly.
same time.
552 stacks on just stacking.
Yeah,
Serum and
each of
Jake.
those Qs with the Triforce proc would do a solid third of the tower's HP.
Perhaps, but at this point, it is only hindsight. So, man, the Ducks are really against the ropes right now. Secret agents are pressuring them after that last dragon fight. It's crazy. Again, Peachy Myra wasn't even there. She was pushing top the whole time, and they still hard lost that. Oh, I really am not expecting the Shaco to be doing this well here.
I really want to see the damage off the Shaco boxes so far. It's
I want
got
to
to
see
be
the CG
high.
score.
Look at him. He's just like, go on me. I dare you.
Oh,
It's
and then
just getting
the
past-
support items,
it's
Zax. Huge.
Honestly, though, Solt is absolutely going wild with the Kaisa. He has some pretty wild dives, but half the time they do work out, and that half is very important. The stun is going to go off onto Diana. They are going to catch Archangel with a good chunk of damage. The exhaust goes off, but they don't finish anything. They do get a 3-man moonfall, and it keeps the verdict into the back line here. There's going to be a good save the center here. Center is going to flash out, use Dawning Shadow to catch him out. Oh my god, Spirit Rush from Ari, resetting back and forth, getting to the fight. They are going to actually fight back against Secret Agents here.
Amazing pick from Ari in the middle of there, though, on the Kaisa.
Yeah, looks like Nasa is going to ghost out here, and the rest of the Secret Agent are going to escape through the bottom jungle. That was a wild fight for only 3 deaths to occur, honestly. You traded Leona for the Diana and the Kaisa, but they did lose a tower over it. So
Maybe 2 here.
Maybe 2.
And the way they're
The way
coming
does
out,
come
with their
out.
stun.
The stun comes out.
Oh, it was
Man.
2 turrets. It was 2 Nexus turrets. They have an open Nexus. So they traded that fight on their 2 biggest carries for shutdown golds, I will say, but they traded that for an open base with a stacking Nasus.
I would love
This is
if there
dangerous.
happened to be a Secret Agent's ward next to the Nexus, which there's not. And I would love them to pull the Ducks out for something like Baron, and then we see Peachy just teleport into the base and end the game.
Oh look, I
Aaron.
believe it in Asus, you know, in Asus.
Baron is spawning right now, and it looks like to be setting up for it.
Secret Agents are ready up. Leota entering this fight chunked.
Oh.
Half HP. I don't think that's a position Leona wants to be in, especially as a tank to start the fight. Definitely should be a lot healthier than where she's at right now. And she's going to recall here as Baron is spawning. Not ideal position right now.
Anybody see the Senna W cancel from the Shaco box?
Shaco is getting pulled in for the interview, even if Secret Agents lose. I'm telling you that right now.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I don't want to hear it.
Free Baron on Secret Agents.
Man, Secret Agents is
Baron will go down.
Speed run the Baron. It belongs to them. With 2 inhibs down, this might end it all. They might just end it all here.
And that was a Peachy Myra Seniorman Fig Q stack moment for Nasus. 600 stacks. Let's see the Q damage.
All right, it looks like Jabberwocky is going to tank the turret. They're going to aim for the last inhib here. The Ducks are going to play this a lot safer. Let them have the inhib. Stun does go out. Tahm Kench is in. Keeper's Verdict comes out. Sends Tahm Kench back. They're going to flash. Knock back the Ahri. Ahri is going to use Spear Rush to get out. Hoochoo is going to engage onto the back line here. Diana tries to get into the Moonfall. Ult doesn't come out. Zhonya's in the middle of them. Hoochoo returns to finish off the Diana. Tahm Kench is in the middle of the enemy backline, fighting it out. Regurgitate to Kai'Sa. He is 1v3 to Kai'Sa back there. Leona comes to join him, but it is currently a 4v2 in the back. Hoochoo does come back to help finish the fight. They are going to take out Peachy Myra. Peachy Myra does go down, and oh my god, Senior McKenny's still alive after all of this?
They are fighting to survive.
I hate to say it. Secret Agents got too aggressive there. All they gotta do is play front to back and just keep throwing down Shaco boxes, and there's not really a whole lot that Ducks could do, but they dove.
Honestly, all they could have done is just waited for the side lane inhib minions to like walk in with the super minions and have them end.
I think it was really good on the account of Red side. They were able to pick the Diana once again, and that the play from Nasus really, the play from Tahm Kench to deny that Kai'Sa the chance to do any damage was pretty huge.
Looks like they're gathering around. Secret Agents wants to stop this soul from incoming. Tahm Kench is walking a little bit forward. Keeper Verdict's going to come out. I don't know who it launched personally because the camera didn't move to it. But it does look like Soul Point is going to go to...
Nasus is teleporting top!
Jabberwocky is going to go in. The Nasus is teleporting in.
Oh,
Leona
no.
and Tahm Kench do go back to it. They are not going to be able to stop. Regurgitate does come out. He's going to try to bring it to the fountain. It's not. Oh my god, Jabberwocky half HP. Hoochoo does come in. They are going to fight out the Peachy Myra. Peachy Myra does go down. Does not finish off the Nexus here.
I don't know if Peachy thought that they had to kill the inhibitor top lane and didn't realize that they had a downed inhibitor, but that may have been the difference, that extra 5 seconds between ending the game and not ending the game.
4K gold difference between the team at this stage of the game. It's not that big, but I'm actually just surprised how well Secret Agents has been able to remain in the game here.
The 34 IS Ducks are putting up an amazing fight from behind. They are really denying a lot of these end attempts.
3 hits down in a dream. Sorry.
I will say it might have been a little bit different if Seniorman Fig was able to ignore that inhibitor on top and just go straight for the Nexus.
It might have been just straight over, honestly.
Yeah, I think she thought she had to kill it and didn't realize that the mid inhibitor had recently been taken, so it was totally fine to walk right by.
Honestly, the only way I think that the Ducks can win here is if they get an ace and then absolutely run it through mid with an ace.
Keep in mind, the Ducks have soul.
Yeah. If Secret Agents can always has one member up, the Ducks can never push because that one member could always backdoor. It could be any of their members too. Like even the Shaco could like backdoor if he's the only one alive after a fight. They need to kill all 5 in order to win.
We see Nasus and Poppy in the side lanes right now. Looks like Poppy might be coming the group.
They are slowly pushing in with the.
Oh!
Looks like the Solar Flare does go out. The Dawning Shadow does also go out to the Diana. Zonius does get popped up by Meows and Palace. He's going to get chunked down by Huchu.
Oh, they're
Shaco
ending.
and
They're
Poppy
ending.
is going to end the game, but it looks like Huchu is going to keep focusing on Nasus. Oh, looks like the game's going to end by
Downtown,
Tiki
have your
Myra
clone hit
and
the
Downtown.
Nexus.
They are going to finish it off. Hallucinate does come out, and they're chasing around. It's not enough. It doesn't go through. The Nexus does go down through a back door, and that will be the end of the game in favor of the Secret Agents. Well played. Well played.
Ducks found themselves juggling bowling pins, flaming torches, knives, and then realized that Secret Agents were ending the game.
Where did it all go wrong? Where did it all go wrong?
Let me ask you this. If we're not pulling Downtown Shaco, who are we pulling?
I mean, Solts does have the best performance on their team, so.
I kind of want to hear it from Solts.
If you want to hear from the Shaco, honestly, I had to give him credit. You know,
The implementation wasn't perfect, but it was it worked.
Look, I was a firm believer of the Shaco not working, but it worked. He won. I was wrong.
I think we'll pull Solts.
Salt says he can't be in the interview.
Oh, well then we'll pull Downtown. Looky there.
Let's get Shaco in here.
One of you is gonna have to grab Downtown. I can't see
I don't
the
have.
channel.
Oh no, I don't have the privileges. Solts, help us out. Oh no. I don't think either of us have moving privileges. I definitely don't see their chat.
I do not have moving privileges either. I'm just here for the ride. Someone else needs to drag him over. There it is.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hello. I'm gonna say this now just to get it out the way, but I doubted the Shaco, and the Shaco came through. I'm gonna be the first to say it. The Shaco came through with 32,000 damage, and had the highest CC score on the team, and only less than the Tom Kench. So.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you. Their team was super tanky. So I don't know. I mean, I got Leandries, hoping that would help against the tanks. I'm happy we managed to backdoor when we did, or else I don't know how else we were going to win that game. They were beginning to outscale pretty hard.
Even with the Nasus, do you think their scaling beats yours?
The Nasus was super strong and had a lot of Q stacks. It was just a little bit scary there at the late game. Like, we just couldn't seem to like get a team fight win because they were just so tanky and had so much CC. So it would have been close.
It's definitely hard to be on the offensive with Shaco as AP.
Yeah, I like to play it a lot more like roaming. Like, honestly, like in solo queue, I'll ditch my ADC level 4 and not come back bot, and I'll just set up boxes the whole game and be 3 levels behind the enemy support, but we'll still win because the boxes are just OP.
So you said you ditch your bot laner at level 4 and never come back? That's crazy. I got this letter from all bot laners around the world that says you're dead to me. I don't know.
Oh, I get X9 Shaco like every game I play, but I couldn't leave Solts hanging like that. So like I try to stick to him, try to keep him safe with the boxes and stuff. But it was really fun.
Did you think that the Solt's performance was going to be as good as it was, considering that you two were 0 and 3 at some point in bot lane?
I know Solts is really good ADC, and I know he's really good at Kai'Sa and does a lot of burst damage, but they were just so tanky and had a lot of beefy front line with Ascena doing a lot of damage in the back that I was just kind of crossing my fingers we could have a good fight. Like someone step on the wrong box or something like that, or Poppy would ult somebody out of the fight. That way Kai'Sa could kind of get on who he needed to, but it was a tough game.
When you kept poking people down and seeing, just as an example, seeing like the cripple walk into one of your boxes when you had no items and take a quarter of their health and damage, were you cackling? Be honest.
Okay, yeah, I was cackling. No BM. It doesn't have to do with any of the players. It's just always funny to watch somebody step on a box they weren't expecting, or them like going on a hard engage and then just walking into 3 boxes and just turning around. I'm like, well, I guess we can't fight now. That's just funny.
And with that, how did you feel when you denied the invade at level 1 in the bot lane? That was that was a pretty good to watch right there.
I felt like I had the biggest brain in the world, but honestly, I was thinking about taking Q, and then someone said, "Oh, they showed bots." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm taking box," and then just put one down there and got lucky. But it was a really fun game. So credit to the 34th Ducks. I mean, that was really fun. GG's.
All right. Any more questions from our end? Any last words? You know, I got a last word. I hate Shaco. I hate you, man. Why you have to pick Shaco,
Hey,
man?
I get it.
Like,
And-
oh my
All I
God.
gotta say is, when are we gonna get some cred from production? Every game, we're like, I don't like Secret Agents drafts here. I don't like what they've got going on. I think I'm going with the other team.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
If
picked you.
put-
I picked you.
Thank you.
Putting your draft on paper, it looks pretty bad. I'm not on paper, but you guys pull it off, and I took my word back for it. So,
All right,
y'all,
GG's,
y'all
guys.
got this W.
GG's, you did very well.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, and I think that's all the games for tonight, isn't it?
It is. Please join us on Thursday at 1800 for 41st Vikings versus Maritime Vanguard, followed by 501 Large Skill Gap against Troll Kings, and the Secret Agents coming back to play against the Blue Knights. We'll see you then.
Spoiler alert, they lose again. I'm joking. For legal